Hello, welcome to the Foolproof podcast with me, Robert, joined with Noah and Samuel. And we're here to talk about different scenarios and what we do in each of these scenarios. For example, today's scenario is time travel. If we could time travel, where we go, what would we do? So, Samuel, Noah, do you have anything to say before we jump in?
So with my idea,
Mm-hmm.
I sort of thought I'm going to do it based on you get one chance to travel in time, future, past, whatever.
So,
Because otherwise, how can you come up with just one idea that
disposable
means something?
time machine.
Yeah.
One use.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you do that?
Yeah, I also did that. I assumed it had been like, because it's like, otherwise you got no parameters and it makes it more entertaining.
Well, when I saw the words time machine, I figured, cool, I get to go do whatever I want. I do it multiple times.
I guess we'll see then.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, no.
Samuel, would you like to start us off with your idea?
I would love to. So, first question I ask myself when I'm thinking about this:
Mm-hmm.
would I go to the future, or would I go to the past?
Okay.
And I decided I'd go to the past. And I'll tell you why. Because I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but I know what's happened in the past.
Okay.
And
Right.
so that'll explain itself.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
So, I know what's made a lot of people successful, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I do it before them.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Such as?
yeah, for example.
For example, I'm not clever enough to create something like Apple or Microsoft.
Yeah.
However, I am clever enough to do things like the fidget spinner.
Okay.
How long was that popular for? Like
Yeah.
2 years? And
Yeah, and
not
also,
even that.
Like, who invented the fidget spinner, Samuel?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I know when
So
they
your,
did it.
your grand plan for time travel was invent a fidget
Oh,
spinner
okay.
before
what's
the other guy did
What's
it.
the number one brand of fidget spinner? Who got the most money for fidget spinners?
Well, hold on a minute.
So your plan was to go back in time, invent something that nobody gained from for the invention of it, because nobody knows who made the fidget spinner. It just existed.
Yeah.
Everyone had one. And-
And there's loads of off brands.
Yeah, and there's loads of off brands, and then it died out.
Very quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the first person to make it would have made the most money off of it.
Who?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
You didn't do enough research.
No.
Well, hold on a minute, because I'm not done.
Okay.
So, I would make a company, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And that company would release trendy products that I know have been trendy, and I'd go to a time before then, right?
Okay.
So things like the fidget spinner, and as soon as the trend dies, I'd do one at a time. Yeah, as soon as the trend dies, I would release the next one.
All right. So you're always the trendsetter.
I'm the trendsetter.
What about all these people that are coming up with these ideas, and then they're like trying to get into motion, and then they look on the news and it's like it's already out, and they're like, how's this guy always coming up with everyone else's
Well, they're
ideas?
not going to go. He must have a time machine. So
They
what's
could.
next?
Oh,
They could get together in like a little band.
what if
like,
someone else?
How does he know?
What if the people who've made like Scrub Daddy and stuff like that have the time machine, have gone back in time and are doing this? We just don't realise because
Yeah.
obviously time travel doesn't exist, does
Yeah.
it?
Fidget spinner could have come out in 200 years' time.
But they were ahead of it.
Yeah.
If you were gonna use a time machine to make a business thing, why wouldn't you just sell time machines for loads of money?
'Cause it's one
Why
use.
would you?
Like, let's just say.
Yeah, sell loads
Well,
of one-use
because-
time machines.
Because
Why would you go? I'm gonna travel back and sell fidget spinners.
Because you know what would happen. Someone would travel back before I start selling time machines and sell
Yeah.
time machines.
Yeah. So it's like you can't be letting people know.
Yeah, but if they travel back to before you invented it, how does it get invented?
Because
They
would
already have
figure
the
out-
blueprints.
Yeah, they would know from when I invented it.
Okay, cool. So we just got ourselves into a paradox. Anyway,
Yeah.
If
carry
I'm
on.
not clever enough to start Apple or Microsoft, why would I create the time machine?
Yeah,
I
it's
just found
we
it.
just. Yeah,
Where do you get it from then?
Hypothetical.
It was in his cupboard,
Yeah, it was in. I bought a house.
and it was in the
Is
cupboard
it-
in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, so other products include things such as silly bands.
What?
You know the bands that like in like the 2000s when we were all growing up.
Is it where you had to like loom it
I
together?
think so.
That's loom bands.
So what's the
Loom
silly band?
bands. I don't know.
Silly bands.
Did you make that up?
No, I chat GPT'd it.
Silly band.
Crocs. Sleeved blankets.
Oh, like a
Tamagotchi.
Snuggie.
What?
Okay, a Snuggie. Have you ever heard of Snuggie?
No.
Is it what? Who was it on Family Guy? They called it a wanket. Or
Oh, wasn't it? He's like sat there, it's got arms
you
on
want to be
it.
sad with your family, but you also want to touch yourself. It's like, but it's not. He can put his arms in it. It's fake arms, so he could be doing stuff underneath whilst his arms are
Oh,
on
I
top.
see.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. Yeah. So these types of products,
Mhm.
trendy, but they don't last forever.
Okay.
So I release them one at a time.
Okay.
Okay. Then, with the money that I would make from this company, it would be super successful. I would buy loads of property. Obviously, when houses cost like £3,
Yeah.
and then when companies such as Apple, Microsoft, Facebook, etc., when they are first forming, I'd invest loads of money into them
Mm-hmm.
and then just sit back and watch it grow, because I know how successful they're going to be, and I know how much my money's going to grow.
Fair enough. Okay, cool.
Exactly.
iPhone came out in like 2003.
Yep.
All of your ideas that you come up
iPhone?
with.
The first iPhone came out in 2007.
Did it? Yeah, but they had Apple was a
Yeah,
company
they had like
before that, they had other
computers.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Microsoft is like 90s, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. All of your ideas that you stated, like fidget spinner and stuff like that,
It's
they all come
someone
out,
else's
like,
idea.
They also come out like 6 years ago. So you're gonna buy all these houses and they're all super expensive and come up with your ideas and then go back in time again in
No,
your one
no.
time
No,
Yeah,
no.
I'm confused.
I
So
go, I
you go
go
back
back
and you
to like the
release them then.
80s. I go back to like the
But I
80s.
kind of feel like these ideas and stuff that you're talking about, like the fidget spinner, they were popular because they were all over Instagram and stuff like that. Because if you just went to school and because when we were in school, can you remember those little alien baby things?
Yeah.
oh, I used to have one of them.
Did you?
Like little squishy aliens in a little egg.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I didn't realise that was.
I used to have one in primary school. I used to keep throwing it on my ceiling. Mum would get really annoyed because it leave patches.
Fair enough.
Just saying.
But, I can't
Didn't
remember
they used to like give birth as well?
I
Some
heard
of them
rumours, but then
Yeah.
when you're a kid, you're like, oh yeah,
How does that work?
my one was pregnant. You're like, how?
Yeah, no. How does that work?
It didn't.
Oh,
It wasn't. It was made up.
oh. I thought
Turns
my
out-
one was pregnant.
Children aren't the most reliable sources of information.
Oh.
Sometimes they lie.
I thought mine was pregnant.
So you're.
You were one of those kids.
I was like, give me a baby.
You didn't try and make it pregnant, did you?
So what? So you
I was a child.
so you take the ideas that become popular in the late 2000s,
Mm.
whatever, and then go back
Yeah.
in time.
So you're claiming that
But
it
if-
wouldn't work because they got popular through social media.
That's what
So
I'm
that would mean
saying.
you'd have to do it like later on. You'd have to do it in like the early 2000s, just before the other ones would have come out. But surely, where you were alive at that time, how does that work?
No, because you'd
Just
be
avoid
back in
myself.
time. Yeah.
What?
He's not going back to like his former self. He's just going back in time and being himself in those earlier days.
Just change my identity.
Oh, you're like you go back in time to baby Samuel.
So he go back in time. Baby Samuel's just going to be born, grow up, and then travel back in time.
I didn't travel back in time and just get younger as I'm going.
No, I didn't know if it was like
Get there, I was
like
"Ah."
X-Men, where he's like goes back into his past self.
No, that
I
was,
didn't know if that's what you're on about.
no. No, he's
Did
like
you as a baby like
he's talking about
fidget spinners?
instead of X-Men Origins time travel, it'd be Endgame time travel, where their previous self is already in that same time.
You just have to
zone.
avoid them.
Wait, so, but by endgame you mean like it's a new reality. It's not the one you came from, wasn't it?
No, they
No,
went
that's the
back.
whole point in this.
Oh, what? It has like different timelines.
Yeah,
doesn't
it branched off. When you
Branches
change
off.
stuff, it branched timeline.
No, because this always be canon. He would always do this.
Time travel confuses me.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, so that's
I was just thinking, how cool would it be though, if you had a time travel machine, but instead of you time travel and you are yourself in this current state now in a different time,
mm-hmm.
you time travel. Right?
Get younger.
Yeah. So say I time travel
Baby.
back to 2005, I would
So-
come out and I'd be 7-year-old me.
So Days
However-
of Future Past rules. Where
Yeah.
you time travel.
But you're not
back
in your
mentally
old body.
So mentally now you're in your old body.
Or is it that now there's just 2 7-year-old Samuels running around?
No. What? That's what?
But no,
Who
no.
else does
Like,
that?
do you mean that like your 7-year-old self will be there, but then you travel back in time and you de-age as you go back?
I'd de-age
just-
and then I'd come out into my previous body. So just
So like I was saying earlier that you
Yeah.
Like in
said no.
like in Days of Future Past.
Is
It's
it?
Like I was saying
Okay.
earlier.
yeah,
Anyway,
but not that one. You're going to go with the end game one.
yeah,
But-
but I'm just saying, how cool would it be though, if that time machine existed,
Mm-hmm.
but then you went to go past when you were born.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've got no being to go into,
Just a sperm.
and so you actually go into previous lives because you're
Oh no! Do you believe in previous?
Yeah,
no,
actually-
no. But what if it was real? So it's like I'm gonna travel back to Roman times,
I kind of feel like
and I'll be like some emperor.
yeah, but no. Why would you be the emperor? You'd be the guy cleaning his toilet. Not even that guy. You'd be the guy cleaning the toilet of the guy who cleans the toilets for the emperor.
Yeah.
They didn't have toilets. They just had holes, didn't
Didn't they invent sewage?
Surgery.
No, they just had
Well, I
like
just
a
invented that word.
they had like a room with a bench with loads of holes in it, and then the holes just led to one big hole full of shit
Yeah,
on it,
but
and then they just clean that out every now and then.
yeah. So yeah, you'd be the guy cleaning that out.
I don't understand how yours works. So you'll just go back in time and be someone else,
Mm.
and essentially mess with their life, ruin their life, but at least
know what I
at
used
least
to be.
one of your future lives invent the fidget spinner. Like,
Also, why are we assuming in your previous lives you'd be human? You're like you could have been a
know.
horse.
Yeah, yeah. That is a good point. I could be an ant.
And your day just be like run.
And that's the thing, you can go back, you have one chance to come back to your life now if you don't like it back then. But you go back and you're a frog and you don't know how to work a time machine. You're just stuck.
Yeah.
oh no, there's like you know how to, but you need to press like 2 buttons at the same time that are really far apart.
Why did I invent it like this?
You'd be like, no, 'cause it's like normally you're just like, oh, I could just use my little finger and thumb, like press done. Was it in frog yourself? You're like,
Trying to get my frog friends
so
to help
is that
me.
is that the end of your?
But you don't
no.
speak.
And you got more.
Yeah, I'd be like, ribbit. Anyway,
Okay.
no, so I wasn't quite done.
Okay.
So, obviously, through investing in Apple, Microsoft, Facebook, and stuff, I'd become really, really, really rich.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'd become so rich that it would become meaningless.
Okay.
And so I would prevent people, like this is how I'd find meaning in my life, being so rich.
Preventing people,
I'd-
great.
No, I'd prevent people from dying
So noble.
from natural disasters.
Oh, so
How?
you-
Let me tell you.
Okay. So,
I'd develop a pretend supernatural disaster predict. Oh, I
that's
can't.
that's
super-
evil villain stuff.
So you'll be like, oh, I'm saving you by my new invention, but in reality, I'm using my time machine to go back and know
That's
when
like
it was.
that's like Syndrome from Incredibles. He's like, oh, I'm gonna save you from these monster
Yeah.
robots that
No,
he
but
invented.
I not invented it. So I know that there was an earthquake in Haiti, for example,
Mhm.
in
Do you?
whenever it was.
Yeah.
So I'd remember
Great.
that, and then I'd go back in time. I'd be really rich, and then using my pretend supernatural disaster prediction tool,
Yeah.
I would plug in all the natural disasters I can remember into that tool, and that I can think of, and then it would alert that there's going to be an earthquake or something that's going to kill those people, and I know that.
Don't they have
get
that?
enough time to evacuate?
They have that sort of thing, don't they?
No, but I mean, people still die.
But he
from
knows it
earthquakes
because
and
he's
stuff.
actually
So I know
from the future.
they can all get away because I know my tool is foolproof, and
But
and then
So
and then I
we're-
save all these people.
we're relying on your memory, right?
Mm.
Of
Yeah, but if I know I'm going to do that, I know that
okay.
I know
What
that I won't have
happens-
meaning in my life.
what happens if you forget one? Yeah, like you just
Or
like,
you just remember it wrong.
yeah. Oh yeah, you got it.
Yeah,
wrong,
it's actually
the-
tomorrow.
Yeah.
They all evacuate, come back, and then die.
Oh, there's a false alarm. Let's go back. Ah!
No, you just like, or you forget completely, like a disaster that happens, and then you see it on the news. You go,
Yeah.
Whoops.
I just won't put my name on the tool.
Yeah. So
That's my idea.
okay, cool. So you go
Is that all of it?
to summarize your idea.
Yep.
You would go back in time,
Mm-hmm.
invent things that nobody really cares about, but it's easy enough to invent.
Mm-hmm.
And you make a load of
Make
money.
loads of money from that. Invest in companies
Houses.
that actually do serve people,
Mm.
and then use the profits from that to basically make a blog page telling people when there's going to be natural disasters.
And it's all relying
Yes.
on memory.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. All right.
Okay, that sucks.
Just
It's really
realised the problem.
boring.
But you didn't come up with it, so it's fine. I'm not going to tell you my
What with the fact that you can only time travel once? So how are you gonna?
Yeah, you're just going to go back in time and then get older.
Yeah, and live knowing like, oh, there's gonna be one in like 5 years. I think I can't remember.
No,
Yeah,
I
but
just,
you just
I
grow up
only
with
know
it.
natural disasters that happened up to this time now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my tool would work up to 2024.
Yeah.
And then it would suddenly never
They'd be
work
like-
again.
What do you do? What's going to happen? You'd be like, don't know.
Yeah, I'd have so much money then. I would
Shit.
just hide
Yeah.
in
Fair enough.
my really expensive house.
Okay. Fair enough. So
Alright.
yeah, that's a creative idea.
Yeah, that's very
Thank you.
very interesting.
Noah, would you like to go next with your idea?
No.
No?
No. Okay.
Oh, you have me then.
All right. So mine was assuming it's Back to the Future rules.
Yeah.
So it's. I've never actually watched it, but I'm assuming it. I'm pretty sure the rules are if you go back, it changes the future, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I assumed it'd be that, and my plan.
Why don't you pick
So
your pad up?
first, I'd go to the.
Yeah, I'll get your pad.
Thanks. I'd go to the future, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I'd observe myself from a distance. Don't want to muck anything up. And I'd be like,
You'll be cringing.
I'd look at myself. I'm like, my life sucks, right? And then,
It's older you as well.
Well, so you know where your
so
life
I
is
would be
gonna go.
looking at me in 30 years. And I'd be like, nah. I'd rather change
So
that.
you're telling me now that you think your life's just going to go really boring?
Well, it could.
What if it went really well?
So-
No, it's almost the same premise as yours, just better. So
So wait, sorry, I think I've missed a bit. So you travel 30 years in the future,
yes.
look at yourself and go, yeah. And then
Well,
go,
essentially,
I need to
yeah.
change that. So basically, you,
And
you are basically being your own coach of future self. Ghost of ghost.
What do you mean
I was
by
like-
coach?
Ghost of future self. I'm combining words.
No, I'm just looking at my future self and going, like, obviously, I can create opportunities for myself in the future from the past. You know what I mean?
No.
Like,
See, the thing is,
I
you
can
do
go
that-
into the
you can
future
do that
and be like,
in your
my
present.
life sucks, but it'd be better if I had loads more money. I can get loads more money by looking at what companies are successful in the future.
Oh, wow, that's
Come-
a good idea.
Come back to present day me,
Oh right, so future.
and invest in those future companies.
With what money?
Any money I have, because I know it's going to be successful.
Fidget spinner money.
No.
Oh,
A-
put £10.
Any
into
money I
something.
ever make, I'll put it into that because I know it will be successful. And then, where was I going with this? That was all I wrote. No. I have very big handwriting.
Your time travel idea is basically invest in good companies.
No, your time travel
Essentially.
idea is realise you hate yourself. You hate your life. You're a failure.
No.
Go back and invest in companies so you can be rich and sad.
No. Because I'll be like, oh, not like this, for example, but like, for example, my wife's really ugly.
You can go back and go, I'm not going to get with her.
Yeah.
She doesn't age well.
yeah. And no. no, but like,
I can just see Noah like meeting someone on the street now. They're like, "Oh, hey, how are you?" And you go, "1 second." So, no.
yeah. No, what's the point? Well, I know it's not gonna I won't be happy with it. And then, and also where I'll have invested in the right companies and everything, I'll be really rich. Yeah. And everything will be exactly how I would have it. It's like, oh, I really regret that. didn't happen.
Mm.
I'll go back and change it.
So you're using your time machine as like a what if scenario for yourself.
Yeah,
So what
like
if-
you know the Rick and Morty episode where he just goes back, except it's permanent.
Oh, and
Like,
he has that whole life.
Yeah, you know
So
the-
the VAT one, the VAT of acid.
Yeah,
episode.
yeah, yeah.
And then he presses the button at the end.
Oh yeah.
But it's like I would create the perfect life for myself.
By constantly failing and going back.
Yeah, but then, yeah,
But what is the perfect life?
whatever I want my life to be. I'm like, not happy with this. Go back and change it.
There was like 80 or older on his deathbed, surrounded by people that all love him, and he's just like, "You aren't good enough."
Yeah.
Back in time, back to
Starts
like,
again.
This isn't what I wanted. No, back. I wanted
No,
better
but
looking
when I-
people to stare at me on my deathbed.
No, no, it wouldn't. It doesn't work like that. It'd be I would right now with my
Welcome
time
to the
machine.
future.
I'd go to the future, see 80-year-old me on the bed, see all the people around me. Like, nah. Go back to now,
Yeah.
change what I was doing. I'd be like, oh, I clearly stayed in touch with these people. Block. Like, find some new friends.
Yeah. When Noah stops being friends with us, then we know that we aged badly.
Yeah.
Disappear into the future. Find out that you guys suck.
But what would you do in a scenario, right, where you go forwards and then you're like, where's like Robert? Turns out he's dead.
Go back in time, change it. You don't die.
Then you're messing with the future, and then you can't.
I was
change
messing
other
with the
scenarios.
future anyway.
He's doing it this whole time.
Yeah, like, what are you on about?
But then
This
that
whole
changes-
time, that's what we've been doing.
That then changes any other changes you make, and then
Yeah,
well,
you just
No, it
know.
doesn't. I just keep
change
changing it until it gets
you
to what I
change
want.
it so he doesn't die, but then you go forwards again and you realise your wife's ugly, so you change that, and then Robert dies again because you changed it.
Yeah, I'll just keep changing it. I got literally as much time as I want. Got a time machine.
What meaningless life?
Yeah, but at least it'll end up great when I die. There'll be the right people stood around me in my mansion.
Yeah.
I own fidget spinner.
Fidget spinner 2.0.
Yeah, the better one.
It's more fidgety.
Some idiot invented it in the 80s.
The richest man alive. He got sued because his natural disaster tool stopped working.
After 40 years. Just stops working. Loads of people died.
Would you then like sorry coming back to your
Yeah,
idea?
no.
Would you sit on your idea then? So like let's just say you go back in time when you're 50, so you have that by the time that you've gone, your future self has got caught up with the time that you've gone back in time. You'd be dead, so it doesn't matter.
Wait, so what? So
What?
I wouldn't do my idea until I'm old.
Yeah, so that you
That's
can go
not a bad idea.
back and then have the second half of your life
Yeah,
invent all of these things that you already invented. Sort of.
yeah.
But you will then know that by the time you get to the point in time that you've gone back in time, you will actually be dying around that same time. So when people realise, oh, you're a charlatan, you've made it all up.
You die.
That's a good idea, but
You don't want to be
in
old.
my first life, I would live that life like every day, knowing that none of this is real because I'm gonna completely erase all of it.
Okay.
So how weird would that
Yeah,
be?
but it's all worth it for that perfect life.
Oh no, what'd you do? You're like making detailed notes, everything. And then you get to, finally, we can go back in time. Doesn't work.
Yeah, because you only have one trip, don't you? Why would you plan it with one trip?
Or you get back and like your kids have taken it out or something. You're like, you bastards. What did you do with it? Oh, I asked that this girl and she said no, so I went back in time and made it not happen. You'd be like, I was going to invent fidget spinner. It's already invented. You know what you've done?
I was going to do it in the 80s.
That would be bad.
That's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad idea.
Yeah. What do you think of mine?
I think
It's good.
you're. Yeah, I guess no.
Well, no.
I think you just. lack
I'm
meaning.
sacrificing one life so I know that in an alternate life, I'm like, oh, my life is
I think
perfect.
the
Nothing
thing-
ever goes wrong.
The thing that makes life so
Don't get
worth
woke.
living is the stakes of it.
Nah.
I think you would never be happy because you'd always be picking everything apart and going,
Yeah.
well, I don't like
No,
that,
because
let's
that
go
would be
back."
in this life. In the other life where everything's
Yeah, but
running
you
perfect
remember
for
all
me.
of it.
Yeah, but
No.
the thing is, if
I don't know
you're-
how time travel works.
you would
Oh,
remember
okay.
all of this.
Yeah, but I'd know I put a lot of work into this life, and this life for me now is exactly how I want it to be. I'll
I
die
think-
peacefully.
Yeah, but it would never be exactly how you want it to be.
It could.
Because you know, because you'll be.
I'll be like, oh no, this is happening. I can't solve it. To the future where they have solved it already. Bring it back to past. Boom, solve it. Like,
No, it's that. I'm talking about like the nitty gritty. You're like, no, this wall isn't the same color that I wanted it to be. Go back in time, change the color, and then before you know it, you've changed so much to make it so perfect that your threshold for what is good enough would change.
Yeah.
no. Because I'm not petty. I don't care about the
Not
walls.
petty at the moment.
You'd lose a game of Fortnite
I
and
like
go
these
back
rules, by
because
the
you'd be
way.
really upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously. Fortnite's important. Cut that out. I don't want to look. Fortnite for life. No.
Do you actually still play Fortnite?
No.
What was it you said the other day? Cutting 90s? Or am I getting that wrong? Am I old?
You got it wrong.
What was it?
90s.
What was it?
It's wrong.
What was it?
Cranking 90s. It just sounds
Yeah.
bad.
What is cranking 90s?
Oh, I'm not explaining this now.
Yeah, we can do it later on. It's not worth it. Apparently,
No,
it's
it
something to do
is.
with building or something. He's like,
Oh, I
oh,
don't
you're
wanna
really
know.
good because you can. I thought it was cut 90s.
You can crank 90s.
Wait, you just because you're I guess it's cool like so you're cranking them out like you
Oh, yeah. we don't
Oh,
have to.
right. You
like
can
you're
build them really
like you're
quickly.
churning them out sort of thing. But
That's
yeah,
really cool.
it wouldn't sound the same if you're churning 90s.
Come on, brother.
Yeah, you're
Right, you ready?
give it the other way.
So, my time travel idea
Mm-hmm.
followed similar sort of rules as your one.
My one.
Yeah, but I'd get super old before I use my time machine, and I'd have a letter written to myself when I'm a baby. I travel back to 1996. Right,
And you're an old person.
I'm a very old person. I go into, I would say a hospital room, but it's mum and dad, so they'd probably lose the letter. So I'd go back to when I'm a kid and give myself this letter. And in this letter, it contains. So I don't care about money, fame, and all that sort of stuff. But I do
Well,
want
yes.
to.
Yeah, well,
Become-
why are we sat here then?
I do. Yeah, I do want to become a real life Forrest Gump. So not like the mental stuff,
Yeah.
but I just want to be peppered throughout history. Just like, oh, something's happened. Oh, what? It's Rob. It's Rob Burton. How's
I've
he
never
end up
watched
there?
Forrest Gump. Can you explain it to me?
I haven't watched it either, but I've seen enough clips of it. He's just
What
in
you want to be
every
like all
event-
over YouTube Shorts?
No. He's in loads of different things. You've seen Forrest Gump,
I can't remember what happens.
so
I don't understand.
I'd go back in time.
Didn't
so
he just? Wasn't it just that he like runs really fast?
no, so I just want to be scattered. I just want to be scattered throughout history,
Yeah.
but I'd just be in the right place. I wouldn't tell myself why I'm going to be in that place. I'd just be,
So-
it'd just be like, turn up to
But
this
what
place.
would your impact on those occasions be? What sort of
Nothing. You just want to be
I'll
like.
just be there.
Like what sort
So
of
you're like,
example?
oh, I don't care
Humpty
about
Dumpty on
money.
Puss in Boots.
I don't care about money. I don't care about fame. But I do care about people remembering me.
No, no.
Specifically me,
Do you know
everywhere.
what would
I want to be
happen?
everywhere.
It'd be like he is everything
It'd be a
important that
conspiracy.
happens. He's
Yeah.
an alien.
Yeah, yeah.
No, so
He's
I
a time
actually have-
traveler, and they'd be right.
I have a list of things that I would like
Go
to
on.
do. It's just off the top of my head the other day.
Yeah.
I would go back in time to the World Cup.
Which one?
I can't remember which one. I didn't look into it. I would headbutt Zinedine Zidane.
Oh, well, 2006.
Yeah. So I go
Well,
back.
I don't get it.
So when I'm
Wait,
when I'm
what?
10,
You're not playing what?
when I'm 10, he'd be like getting all into his hustle and bustle sort of thing. Then I'd run on the pitch, headbutt him. I'd be the guy who headbutted him, not the other way.
All right.
Wait,
so
what? I don't get the context. Can you explain?
so
I've
in the
never-
2006 World Cup final,
Yeah.
France against Italy, some Italian guy, I can't remember who it was, said something to Zidane about something to do with his family. So Zidane turned around and headbutted him. Well, he didn't headbutt him. He headbutted him in the chest, and the guy went down, and Zidane got sent off. And so it's like one of the things he's remembered for is the headbutt in the World Cup final.
Yeah.
So Robert was saying, as a 10-year-old, he's going to run on the pitch. As Zinedine Zidane goes into the headbutt, he's just going to fly in.
And then it'd be like, that would be the most famous.
Yeah, but
thing
how
to
you
happen.
can if you're saying, oh, I don't know why I'm going there. The letter just told me to, but the letter also specified run up to that player and
Yeah.
headbutt him really hard. Like,
Yeah, why would
It
you
just
do
say,
that?
Yeah.
you must do this.
And
then-
why would it follow the
How-
letter?
How would you convince
Yeah.
mum and dad to take you to the World Cup final, wherever it was.
Because in my
Italy.
normal life, I would have made loads of money, and then I'd somehow be able to give it back to myself, and it'd just be like,
What,
you can only
you-
spend this on plane tickets.
10-year-old you is just gonna go. I've got all this
Yeah, but-
money somehow. I'm just gonna go on my
I just
own.
don't understand how you're gonna ensure that you would do that. It's like, here's
Because I
this
know
money, here's this
exactly-
letter. What if child you goes, I don't care, like, buy me an Xbox? Like,
No,
yeah, but yeah, because you're
I
not a
suppose,
lot.
I suppose it's chance in it. You just
Yeah,
want at
I
least
got
a
it.
few occasions.
Yeah.
So my next one on my list was go to the Olympics and do the Usain Bolt arm celebration before he does it. So he just wins the 100-meter sprint or whatever.
You run
The,
on the track.
the camera pans over to him, and I'm just saying, I go.
Would you do-
Why?
Oh, this kid, he's got a great idea, and then it looks like he stole the idea from me.
Oh god. Would you do the same with Mo Farah as well? Where he does
Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. I would make and release Despacito.
when did Despacito come out?
2017 or something like that.
So you're 21.
Yeah, I'd be 21.
Oh,
I'd have to learn Spanish.
You're 21 and Justin
No, well, you
Bieber,
didn't-
this really talented Spanish guy, making a song, and then you come out and go,
Yeah,
Despacito.
I know, but I'd do it in 2016. I would also go
they're
back-
in the middle of like producing it, or whatever, and
So-
then they're like, I don't know, they're just watching like TV,
That's not
and
the only
it just
song.
comes on.
I would also do Gangnam Style
Yeah, I was thinking
and
that.
Baby Shark.
Oh no, don't do Baby
Gangnam
Shark.
Style.
It's
It's,
When
really
it's the
crap.
most. It's the most.
When did
viewed
Gangnam
song
Style
on
come out?
YouTube.
Gangnam Style came out in 2013, right?
Did it?
What? I guess so. I was alive then, so I can do it.
So what, you'd have done it when you were
What? Right. So my next thing, I've gone off music. and sport
17?
now.
Mhm.
So I would also write Twilight.
What, the books? Or
I would
the
write.
film?
I would write the books,
But Twilight's not good.
but it was a huge hit.
Was it? Why would you pick any other series like
You'd
Game
go-
of Thrones? Or
you'd
something?
go to
This
the,
is a long letter.
Robert
It's got
Pattinson's-
lyrics and a transcript from.
Yeah, it's
the-
just got the food.
Yeah. You'd go to Robert Pattinson's audition and make it really bad. Basically, he doesn't get the part.
I got
and
to
then
play
you
him
got
myself.
the part.
I got to play him and the werewolf.
Have
I
you ever
would-
watched Twilight?
I watched the first one.
Have you?
Yeah, I think I've seen the first one.
I haven't.
Alright, the next thing I would do, I would become one of those mad conspiracy YouTubers that is super accurate, but also makes stuff up so no one knows if I'm being
Oh, right.
truthful or not.
But what stuff?
But why?
What sort of conspiracies are interesting enough that have actually happened?
How this one guy's always at every important event
Yeah.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's you.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's this guy at every event. Oh, it's me.
This is a picture of him. It just comes up with a selfie of you. You took like 10 minutes before.
Like,
Like,
10-year-old you flying through the air, head right into Dan.
Who was this kid?
and he grew up to be me. Vsauce music stuff.
No, this is by the time I'm like 80, so it's like it could be conspiracies that haven't happened yet that will happen.
Okay.
Or
Right.
like, we could talk about COVID and be like, oh yeah, there's all this stuff, and then I could
Yeah, I suppose you can
But then-
predict it.
as long as I get enough, I could be like, oh, this is going to happen, or there's going to be a meltdown and a nuclear thing in Japan in whatever year it is, and it's like, they're like, wow, how did he know that?
Mm.
And then I can also make stuff up.
Okay.
Such as?
I don't know. It'd be outlandish enough to be like, nah, but then be like,
Well, like a
but he's been
tsunami.
right about other stuff.
Like in the UK or something.
Yeah.
Something that'll never happen.
Yeah.
Or will it?
You know what you could do as well? To fund your life, just do betting.
Yeah. I could just put.
Yeah, why don't
I
we-
could be like, oh yeah, but because I would have changed other things, so I don't know who would have won the World Cup in 2006 because I would have headbutted the main guy.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't
Mm.
have got sent off then.
So yeah, I got one last thing on my list
Yep.
that is just off the top of my head.
Yeah.
I would invent the iPhone.
The
I would
iPhone.
invent the iPhone, not for the money or the tech.
Yep.
I want to be known for wearing jeans and a black turtleneck, and I want to be that to be my thing.
Okay.
Steve Jobs would come out. Be
But obviously you can't
"Oh,
call
we've
it like.
invented this new phone. And it's like, oh, come out of his pocket, and then it'd be like, he's ripping off Rob Burton.
Yeah.
Like, come on,
But how
get
would
your
you?
own style.
Yeah, how do you invent it? You're not smart enough.
Yeah, but no, I become notorious for wearing that outfit.
No, but no. How do you invent it?
I don't invent it, but I would then be the guy that wears that. So if anyone else was to wear that, it'd be like,
I've got an easier way to be the turtleneck guy.
Mm.
Be Tony from The Incredibles.
Yeah, play him in the live
it'd be
action.
like Dwayne Johnson, who's just like fanny pack. Like. So yeah, that was my time travel idea.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's quite funny. I like the
Yeah.
humour.
But also the idea was
It's also
horrible.
just
Like,
stupid.
you get it, like, and it didn't benefit you at all.
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah.
If you received a letter when you were a baby that somehow mum and dad didn't read, only you read.
No, you can read it.
How would you convince younger you that it is future you writing it? How would you be like, you can trust it's me because... What would you do?
My name is also Robert Burton.
Yeah, how do you convince that though?
Yeah, what would you leave?
You have a freckle
A bit
below
of
your
blood.
butt cheek.
No, I do actually have a weird freckle on one of my hands.
You just look like a stalker.
When you're older, these are your fantasies.
You're gonna meet this person. Don't.
No, and then it just turns into my idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least my idea is less creepy.
Which I found interesting.
That wasn't creepy.
What?
None of us went further back than our own lives.
Well,
That's
yeah, because I don't really care.
To be honest, if you go back any further than that,
It's not really fun.
No.
it's a bit. I don't know. The comforts of today.
Yeah.
So, oh yeah, we can go back in time and be a Roman. I'm cold. I'm damp.
Yeah. I nearly
Food's-
died again.
Food's terrible. There's no Mackies.
Yeah. But I could be like Uhtred.
None of the Romans want my fidget spinner.
Yeah, but the thing is, you go. Everything.
Go back to Roman times. Look at this.
What's that?
He's a witch.
They
Don't like
drown
that.
you.
Try these city bands.
When did you make them? I don't know. I brought them with me.
Yeah.
Can't make them anymore.
They're like, from where? You're the future, and then they drown you.
Yeah. Witch.
Yeah. And also, it's like you wouldn't know enough about how things were made. Because I mean, I can't even tie a knot. I can tie my laces, but it's like I can't even tie a knot. So go back in time any further than before the time that zippy ties were invented or tape. And you're like,
Zippy
I don't
ties.
know how to fasten anything down. I would not be able
Yeah.
to keep anything.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing. Why didn't you, when you in your whole idea, why didn't you come up with zippy ties?
That's not trendy, is it?
No, but everyone has them.
They're really expensive as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So you wouldn't be a pirate then?
The thing is,
Raise the sails. How the fuck do you do that?
What you
I'd raise them. I wouldn't be able to tie them down.
No, they're like starboard side up.
It's like tie them up and whatever, and then it's gone back down. What's it? I was gonna say. No, so you go back in time, and it's like on the TV and stuff. You watch it like Pirates of the Caribbean. You think, wow, that's so cool. Look at them flying around on the.
It wouldn't have been like that.
It would have stank.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would have stank like. What?
It's just went.
Imagine as well, like
No,
you
there's
go
no
back.
deodorant. And there's no
No.
soap. Well, they use like fat as soap.
Mm.
So
You go back to being a like pirate or whatever, and you're on land, and you know you're going to go off and be a pirate in the sea, and you're like, right, guys, I'm not telling you why, but we need lemons. Right, we need to take lemons.
Why?
And then you say,
And you're like, oh, you're gonna get
'Cause you'll
scurvy.
die
And
of
they go, what's
scurvy.
scurvy? You go, that's why we need lemons.
yeah,
What is
trust
scurvy?
me. It's like lack of vitamin C. Isn't it?
Yeah, no, it makes your bones weaken. And
Why did they have a lack of it?
Because they're on a boat for months.
Mm. And then, but
No,
then
where do you get it normally?
Lemons.
No, but
Citrus
I don't
supplements.
eat lemons.
From
Really.
citrus fruits.
I don't even eat citrus fruits.
Alright, we're gonna have to get
Anyway,
to the
yeah.
doctors. You might have scurvy.
yeah. Anyway,
It
you
might be
get
an orange
a
juice.
big.
Do you drink orange juice?
No,
Any citrusy fruits?
I drink Fanta.
Is there vitamin C in carrots? Do you eat
I don't
carrots?
know.
Oh my god, what is your diet?
Really bad.
Cocoa Pops.
I had
It's like-
Weetabix with chocolate in it for breakfast, and then
Okay, right, yeah, sorry, carry on.
I
Sorry.
got
like
from
you-
that surplus shop. It's really cheap.
You'd convince
Probably
him.
a date.
They'd be like, right, get this guy some lemons. You have a big bag of lemons, so you put it like next to the boat. Like, right, we'll carry that on in a minute,
Mm.
and then you get on the boat, sail away, look back, and your lemons are still on land, and
Yeah.
you're like, no.
Or like
you just die.
no,
Start
so we'd
drinking
have,
rum.
we'd have loads of different like legends of like Blackbeard and all
Mm.
these other pirates, and then it'd be like
Patchy beard.
no, yeah, but no, I wouldn't have a cool name like that. They just call me like the Lemon King.
yeah. Lemon
like-
boy.
He's not very adventurous, but
Well, it's like
he
in
doesn't have scurvy.
it's like in Game of Thrones, the Onion.
I don't know.
What was it? What was his name? Can't remember.
Onion.
Onion.
remember that character.
His name wasn't just Onion. He was like the Onion pirate. The one that. The one that.
The one that goes around with
I'm on.
Thingy Baratheon.
Yeah.
Davos? No, that's
I
the
don't
country. I don't know. Davros.
Yeah, him. He was like the
Davros.
he was the
Kevlar.
onion tradesman, and then he was like the onion
No, I didn't know
person.
that.
I can't remember. Onion.
So, yeah. Also, I think a lot of history was condensed.
Mm.
So it'd be like, wow, this amazing thing happened, and
Yeah.
then it'd be like 20 years until the next major thing happens.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, like day to day as well. You think like you watch like Last Kingdom and stuff like that.
Mhm.
You think, oh well, there's like all these battles and Uhtred's so cool.
He's like, tummy.
I'm really hungry.
You don't realise he's
We'll
just,
wrap it up in a
he's
minute.
like, right, we're in Wessex or wherever they are. I need to go to Scotland to
Mm.
beat the guy that's in my.
You
in my-
could be the person that finds America. Like,
I'm talking.
no, could you imagine? It's like, guys, trust me, go this way.
Yeah. You don't know how to use a compass.
Yeah, and I don't know how to sail either. Where are you
It's
going?
like-
America. They'll be like, well, what's that? And then we're just going round in circles. It's really fun.
No.
Trust me, just keep going.
It's out
It's
there
like-
somewhere.
It's like, need to go to Scotland to kill the guy that's in my castle.
Mm-hmm.
Right, let's go. Charge. A month later, you're like halfway there.
When me and Beth went to Scotland, it was got like no energy.
Charge, run for 10 minutes and then.
That's on the Tough Mudder.
Yeah.
When me and Beth went to Scotland, we went into this museum
Hmm.
of this battleground from the Jacobites or whatever,
Okay.
from TV show that Beth watched,
Mhm.
and the leaders of like all the sides and stuff. So you have like the Scottish people, then you have the people who followed King James or whatever at the time. And it was like this guy, he led his army and stuff like that. He was 25
Really?
and he
I'm
retired
25.
after this battle.
Damn.
So it's just like I was 25 at the time when we were there, and I was like, I have done nothing.
Yeah.
I complain about work.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Puts into perspective.
He also got banished to France. So
I always think people
Oh
like
no.
people
Stuck
like
in France?
people like him, right? That did all that by the time he was 25.
Mm.
If he was born in this era, what would he be today?
25.
They'd be like, do you reckon he'd just be a
They'd
a
probably
wet
join the
fart?
army.
Yeah, I don't
He
know.
could be a wet fart that just plays Fortnite.
I don't play it. You make it out.
If you were born then, though, you might be getting your army ready.
To crank knives. They start charging all just out of the building.
One side's got guns, the other side's just like, why have they got loads of timber?
One side's got guns, the other they're all just holding blue paper.
The way they get into your army is like one test is like, how well can you crank a 90?
GG, guys. Yeah. Anyway, so let's vote on whose idea was
Dark
the best
water.
because Noah's
Okay.
obviously hungry, so he
Okay.
needs to go.
Yeah.
All right. So obviously you can't vote for your own. So out of your ideas, I'm gonna vote for Robert's idea because I just think that you're just not gonna be happy in your life. Whereas I would love to see
Do you know-
if this guy is actually gonna follow his.
It's
future
really
self's
annoying
letter.
because
Yeah.
now whoever I vote for will win.
Yeah.
If I vote for you,
So
because he's obviously gonna vote for you.
So yeah, my
he's not gonna-
idea, like my
All right. Well, Robert can go first.
yeah, I will vote for not your idea because it just sounds really depressing.
It's not. It's not. It's
like,
good.
this
I'll
is
live a
year out,
perfect
I'm gonna
life
change it.
You
Alright, so
live
yeah,
a
I'm gonna
perfect
vote
life by
I vote for Sam
with a hot wife.
You live a perfect life by still having all of the other parts, and then you just go back and change it.
Yeah.
So you still experience it all.
No. Yeah. No. Actually, no. Because I change it while I'm younger. I go like 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, I'm like, oh, don't like that, don't like that, don't like that. And then I live out my life, but I know that, to avoid this, I just won't do this.
You can do that anyway. 'Cause it's like, it's certain
No,
things you
but
can
because
avoid.
I don't know that in 20 years
Your wife's
I'll
gonna
have
be ugly.
cancer.
Oh.
But
Okay.
if I go 20 years in the future, I can see I have cancer.
How are you going to change that?
Because then I go like
This-
700 years into the future, find the cure for cancer and bring it back, kill myself.
Fair enough. I can't
Yeah,
argue with that.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But that's because you are not using a one use time
Yeah.
machine.
Yeah, because I'm not an idiot. I'm going to invent my time machine to use once. Who does that?
Nice.
That sucks.
Alright, so you're voting for me.
Yeah, I'm voting for you. Samuel.
Okay, so it's up to you then.
Who wins?
Well, I was going to pick Samuel's, but I don't want Samuel to win.
So there we have it. I win.
I wanted to win.
Why would you vote for Samuel's over mine?
Well, for one, your idea just sucks. And
It's for the money, isn't it?
two, yeah, yours makes more sense. It's more beneficial for you,
Logical.
and I would get money out of it because,
Hmm.
like,
Would you
brother.
do? Would you also do the bit where?
I'd
your
rather
life is
if I had to pick either to do yours myself
Mhm.
or do Robert's myself, I'd do yours.
Would you still do the bit where you have so much money your life is meaningless, so you'd save
No,
people
no,
from natural
prob-
disasters?
no.
You would just live on a
Yeah, I'd probably just live. I'd earn a bunch of money
yeah.
and just live.
Fair play.
Invent a time machine so I can go back and be like, oh, she's ugly.
Yeah. Cool. There we have it then. So
Yeah.
Samuel, you win.
Yeah.
Winner, winner.
Winner.
Nice.
If we were gonna pick a second place, who would you guys pick?
Stop grasping. Stop grasping.
I
You've
want
lost.
something.
You got 0 votes.
Even if you could vote for your own, would you actually vote for your own?
Yeah, obviously, because I came up with it.
I don't know. Yeah, but no. All right. Anyway, guys.
Could you hear it again?
Yeah, we have to go.
Yeah.
If you're hungry.
Yeah, I'll eat my Russell's burger.
Good
Yeah.
podcast.
Good guys. Good guys.
Mm.
Right.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.